Factor is the foundation to assist Canadian talent on record. It is one of several grant organizations. It receives money from the federal government as well as from the broadcasters, both television but mostly radio broadcasters, who contribute money to the development of Canadian talent, not entirely out of the goodness of their heart, but largely as a criteria of their license with the CRTC, their broadcast license, or because in certain phases of consolidation to gain industry support, they agreed to, for X number of years, pay a percentage of their advertising revenue in a pool of money that would be redistributed to various cultural sectors, including the music industry. So basically got money coming from two sources, the federal government and the broadcasters. And then on a provincial level, in Ontario, Quebec, and Vancouver mostly, there are some government subsidies on a provincial level. But let's say just it's government money and it's private money poured into Factor in varying percentages that funds a variety of programs, from licensing and recording a record to marketing it, producing a video, going out on a tour, subscribing to Billboard, or paying for a website for the company to be built. They have a variety of programs that are critical to I think that one of the main reasons the Canadian industry is as successful as it is in terms of the success of Canadian artists on the independent stage is because a lot of these artists got to hone their skills and develop in an independent network with the support financially of these organizations that allowed them to continue to pursue their dream or their art for as long as it took for them to break, and also help them to develop the skills that they needed to do their job correctly.
Do you owe them money back?
Almost everything is a grant with the exception of the licensing or album production financial contribution, which is a loan. But it is a conditional non-recourse loan. So you pay it back as a percentage of your revenues if you have success, and if you don't have success after 2 years, they let you wipe it off your books. Yeah, it's cool. But I mean, they don't hand that out. Like, you have to have proven, basically 20% of the money goes to just anybody who applies with a valid project through what's called the jury process. The rest of the money goes to 3 tiers of established companies, and you basically have to have proven that you can make money and survive on your own, that they're not just life supporting a deadwood company. You prove that you can succeed without it, and then they give you the money to further your success, if you know what I mean. And there's Factor. There's also Star Maker, which is for a little bit more established artists. You can't access that until you've sold 10,000 copies. Factor is accessible out of the box, and then more money as you sell more projects. And I want to name them all because I think they all deserve the recognition. There's also Video Fact, Promo Fact, Bravo Fact, and Max Fact, which are 4 video or website related funding organizations funded mostly by like Much Music and Music Plus. Star Maker is funded by the radio broadcasters, and then there's Factor. Or on a French provincial level in Quebec, there's also Musique Action, which is the French counterpart of Factor, because it's federal money and we're a bilingual company, so they finance both language artists.